Hey, Andrew. Hello, how are you? Let's see. I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, perfect.
There we
Awesome. That is great.
Perfect.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and so we are recording this, and our videographer does an amazing job. He'll make you look fantastic. 5 pounds lighter. You're already young, so you don't need to look younger. So
Perfect.
excellent. All right, well, thanks for joining us today. Do you want to start out by just saying your full name and the name of your employer?
My name is Andrew Lindley, and I work for Red's Towing and Transport.
Excellent. And what is your title or position at Reds?
Here at Red's Towing, I'm operations manager for the towing and transport side.
Perfect. And what does your company do?
Well, at Red's Towing, we have a full service automotive shop. We do 24/7 emergency towing and recovery. We do anything from light duty cars and trucks to heavy duty semis, tractors, trailers. We also have a division of roll off containers. That's pretty much it.
Excellent. And so what are your specific duties there at Reds?
My day-to-day operations include operating a semi with a trailer, delivering equipment if needed, hopping in either the light duty wrecker or the heavy duty semi wrecker, pulling people off the roads or pulling them out of the ditches if they break down, or emergency roadside, tire changes. Might go out of state for a semi call. That's about it.
Excellent. And I know you work some pretty demanding hours, it sounds like.
Wintertime can be a little stressful here and there. We also do a little side plowing. So my day can start at 2 a.m. plowing snow. By 7 or 8, I'm hopping in a wrecker, pulling out people in the ditches or picking up cars from accidents or semis that jackknife or go in the ditch, roll over. The semis in the winter, there's a increase in chance of overturning their semi and trailer from the road conditions. It can be pretty slippery out there.
All right. Did you have special training to learn how to do that?
It's all pretty much hands-on. I mean, you can read a book and it'll tell you what to do, but once you get out on the site and out on the job, it just depends. Every accident's different, every scene's different. You kind of just learn the challenges out there and the angles, how to work it, and you just go from there. I mean, every job's different. It's definitely a learning curve every time you go out.
Sure. And how long have you worked at Reds?
I've been employed here at Red's Towing since 2014, so going on almost 7 years.
Excellent. And your nominator was a local law enforcement official because they really appreciate your hard work and the service that you provide in the Jones County and larger region.
Correct.
So what led you to your career at Reds?
The owners of Red's Towing are actually they're really good family friends. And I started out by just helping them here and there on the side. And then it just led into full-time employment. I loved what I did, and I love the people I work with, and the community is it's still growing around here, and every time you go out, the people they know who you are, and they always got smiles on your face. They're happy to see you. So I just love what I do. I love the environment and the people I work with.
Excellent. And just curious, did you go to Kirkwood at all, or did you take any classes through Kirkwood ever?
I did go to Kirkwood actually. I graduated early from high school, and I started Kirkwood right off the bat. I started with electrical engineering, and then I switched over to business management. I went there for 2.5 years.
Excellent. Do you hope to own your business someday?
There's a potential lead to it. Like I said, I love what I do here, and I love the people I work with. So it just depends on the situation, how it would end.
Sure, sounds good. So, what do you think is the most interesting part of your job?
Most interesting part of my job is pulling up to a scene and you're not knowing, what had happened or what to look forward to. You do see a lot of gruesome scenes sometimes here and there. Being on the fire department, I've been used to it, so it's not a challenge for me. But just pulling up to a scene and not knowing what you're going to be doing.
All right. And what do you love most about your job?
What I love most about my job is pulling up on a scene, doing the job, getting the job done sufficient, professionally, and then the happy customers at the end of it. That's what keeps you going. I mean, they're happy to see you once you get there, and they're happy when you leave.
Excellent. And this may kind of be duplicative, but what's the most rewarding part of your job?
The rewarding part is going home at the end of the day and just knowing that you fulfilled your duties and you took a lot out of the community, and you made sure everybody got home safe and did your job right.
Excellent. And how has your job evolved or changed since you first started at Reds?
Reds, we definitely grew about double in size from when I started. There's 3 employees here now currently. It started off with just me and the owner that would run the calls and run the shop. It's just, we've got a lot into equipment hauling. We have a couple semis with land haul trailers that we haul equipment for. We got some new wreckers. So we've definitely updated our fleet since I've started, which is nice. Not running old equipment and worrying about breakdowns or having to work on things all the time.
That's great. And Andrew, what advice do you have to share with others working in the industry?
Always keep your head up and always look out for others on the road. I'm out there working on the interstate all the time, and you just never know when somebody's not going to get over, and you just got to be careful out there. You got to watch your back 100% of the time, and always look out for other drivers. Even though you're safe, it don't mean that they're safe too. So it's a lot of hours, but it is very rewarding. I mean, it's not a job for everybody, but for the ones who do succeed in it, it is rewarding.
Excellent. About how many hours a week do you work?
My days usually start. It just depends. You get a call here and there. You never know when the phone's going to ring. But my daily hours are usually like 6 a.m. to 6 or 7 at night.
Okay, great. And did you have a chance to connect with Katie from Kirkwood yet to do that interview for the written part of the article?
I have not.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to ask you a couple questions that she's going to want the answers to, and then I'll go ahead and send that to her. So that way you don't have to worry about catching up with her, if that's okay.
That'll work.
Perfect. All right. So one of Katie's questions is, what gets you excited to go to work each day?
The people I work with, actually, they're like family. We hang out on the weekends, we hang out at night. We're very close. Um, that's the best thing about a small company is you're always around them. You know every move they make, and they know every move you make, and you're just like family.
Excellent. And I apologize. Some of these are going to be a little bit duplicative, but I just want to make sure she's got plenty of content to work with. What is rewarding about your job?
Like I said, rewarding about my job is just making sure that people are safe and you're doing your job right, and everyone's getting home at night or during the day, and hopefully the circumstances that we meet on, they change throughout the time I'm there. So
Excellent. And then what was your pathway to your line of work?
my pathway is I started out here part-time, like I said, just helping out here and there for friends, and then I liked what I saw, and I liked what I did, and eventually it just turned into full-time employment.
All right. And what is challenging about your job?
Like I said, the challenging part is not knowing what you're going to pull up to on a seam, the angles you got to work with, the roadways, the conditions, the road conditions, sometimes the people.
Yeah, well, and I would think even just, your own personal safety as well as the safety of your customers.
Yep.
All right. And what does it take to be successful in your role?
To be successful in this line of industry is safety number one. You always gotta look out for others, for yourself. The hours, they're very demanding. It can be stressful at times in the homestead, the work environment. Sometimes you get crabby with each other, but you work with each other and help each other out, and you go from there.
Excellent. And has there been anything that has surprised you about your job or your role at Reds?
Surprising. What drivers are capable of getting themselves into. I've seen semis on level B roads that shouldn't be on there. I've seen semis in rivers, creeks. I've seen cars upside down on a flat road.
Excellent. And what would you say to folks that are considering, going into the transportation industry like yourself?
I would ride along with somebody and see if you're fit for sitting in a seat for 10 hours a day. I mean, it can be boring at times. The hours are stressful. Sometimes you're alone most of the time. So, I mean, I would ride along with somebody first to see if it's fit for you. And if it is, give her a try.
Excellent. All right. And I'm just going to look and see. What are some traits or qualities that you feel that you have that make you successful in your role?
Well, I would say I'm a very quick learner. I know my angles, how to work a truck. I have experience with EMS and firefighter 1. There's not too much more you really need.
All right. Excellent. Okay, I think that should do it for the questions. Do you have any closing words that you want to share, advice or information about your job or your industry?
Should be good.
Should be good. All right. Well, thank you, Andrew. I so appreciate you taking the time. I know you're a busy guy, and I will be sending out an email soon about the actual awards. And I know that they are working on the magazine now, so I'll get this content over to them. And all right. Well, thanks, and have a safe day.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, bye.